This week on r/relationship advice.
I have crippling depression.
Stay till the end to find out what happens when 31M, husband cheated on, 27F, me with his fit and skinny gym friend. I am 28, broke up with my ex-fiancée, F27 of 4 years 2 weeks ago after catching her in a huge lie and then finding out 3 days ago that she committed suicide, because I wouldn't take her back. I am in need of some serious advice as I'm being blamed for everything.
Be gone!
Hey guys. I need some serious advice as I am pretty much being cornered by basically everyone and I really don't know what else to do as my mental state is declining and I'm left wondering if it's really all my fault. A little background. Me and my ex-fiancée had been together for almost 6 years and engaged for 4 out of those 6 years. I was introduced to her by a close friend at a party and we just clicked. She was attractive, had a great personality and had similar hobbies as me, which made it perfect. Back in April of this year I started noticing little changes in her. She started wearing more revealing clothes to work, started putting more makeup and etc. To be honest, I had no problem with any of that stuff as it's her body, she can wear whatever and put however much makeup she wanted to, but what made things worse for me was when she started coming home late from work or how, instead of spending the weekend off with me, we both had weekends off from work, she instead was always going out. I once had asked her why she never invited me to come out with her, to which she replied that it's only girls' night out and that her other friends would not be happy if I tagged along as they were not bringing their own boyfriend with them. It all came crashing down when me and her had a huge fight in June, because she decided that, instead of going out on a date with me, she told me how she already had made plans with her friends and that it was rude of her to cancel. That was it for me. I freaking blew up at her and we had a huge fight which resulted in her packing her bags and leaving. I didn't hear from her for almost a week, none of her friends knew where she was and heck none of her folks even knew what was going on until she finally contacted me and wanted to talk. Imagine my surprise when she confessed to me that there was another guy involved and how all this time she was hanging out with him when all this time she was lying to me about hanging with her friends. I freaking blew up. I wanted nothing to do with her and was going to break up with her until she got on her knees and begged me to give her a second chance, which my dumbass self did, but only after she revealed everything to me, and she did. It made me freaking sick to my stomach, but in the end I forgave her and told her to delete all contact with the other guy and that I expect her to have no contact with him going forward, which she promised, and things kinda went back to before. Heck, we were even spending more time together. But that feeling, that trust wasn't there anymore. Everything was kinda okay until 2 weeks ago a friend of mine who was visiting another city which was 3 hours from where I live sent me a picture with the message, "Sorry bro, that broke my already broken heart into a billion of little pieces." The picture was of my ex-fiancée at a mall 3 hours away from where we lived holding hands with some stranger who I didn't know. I freaking broke down. I was heartbroken. She was a bitch, a piece of shit, especially since I thought she was at work while in reality she was 3 hours away holding hands with her lover. When I got home from work I waited for her and right away confronted her, which she denied and called me a psycho for not believing her and that I was a piece of shit for not trusting her until I showed her the picture that my friend sent me. Her face told me everything, and when the waterworks started I knew that I had made a huge mistake in taking her back, so I ended it. She cried and freaking begged me to think it over and not to throw away everything that we have together, which made me freaking angry, and I'm not going to lie, but I freaking slapped her. I was not proud. I am still not, but she's saying shit like not to throw away everything when it was her who threw away everything pissed me off. I told her to pack her shit and leave, called her parents and mine and told them everything. Her parents came to help her and I told them to basically frick off after they told me to think it over and to make the right decision before actually ending it. She begged me not to end things, but I did. Had to for my own peace of mind. I did not hear from her or her parents until 3 days ago when my parents called me to let know that ex-fiancée had committed suicide. Her parents found her hanging and she had left a letter apologizing to everyone including my parents and me, and how she is sorry from the bottom of her heart for what she did to me and that how she can't live without me, and because of that she Ended it. I am at a freaking loose. Ex-fiancé friends and family are blaming me, and my own mother told me that it was my fault. She told me that I should have forgiven her since I'm clearly worth committing suicide over. I am freaking disgusted. I have currently taken some time off from work and have not a single clue what to do.
You are fake news.
My 22F fiancé, 25M, want his father to check my hymen tomorrow night before I get married. My fiancé proposed to me about 8 months ago. We decided on having a relatively small wedding, which is in 2 days. Everything was going great. He seems absolutely perfect and we are very much in love. I am a virgin and so is he. He wanted to save it for marriage and I wasn't fussed, so I agreed to saving it. He has told me earlier that in his family the father checks the virginity of the bride the night before the wedding. I laughed this off, as it seriously sounds like a massive joke. No, turns out he was dead serious. He wants me, the night before, to open my legs up in a small ceremony type thing so his dad can check me while him, his brothers and uncle can watch so that they know I am still pure. I told him fast chance I am going to do that and he was begging to me to go through with it and how important it is for him. He said he knew it was slightly embarrassing for me, but his mum did and it will prove how much I love him and that I have nothing to hide anyway as I am still a virgin. I left and he was crying. It was very dramatic, to be honest. I want to call off the whole wedding because of this and never talk to him again. But at the same time it's only one thing, and other than that we are genuinely perfect for each other and I don't want to spend my life with anyone else, and it is very important to him and his family. What the frack do I do? I am currently at my friend's house and I might stay here for the night. Tomorrow would be our last day as an unmarried couple and I am straight up panicking. My boyfriend, 19M, has been bullying me online. I feel sick to my stomach.
Be gone!
This is obviously an alt, but on my real account, I post pictures on a few makeup subs. I get nice comments, but I always get rude messages about how my makeup is looking disgusting and I'm ugly and makeup can't help an ugly face. That I should kill myself, and looking at my photo made them wanna throw up. I even got some scary messages saying they knew where I lived and they sent me my full name and birthday and college I go to. That was really terrifying. Every comment of mine was also downvoted. Someone was doing this to me and it really hurt my feelings. I tried not to take it personally, because I thought they didn't even know anything about me. I tried deleting and making new accounts, but they always found me. Well, my boyfriend was asleep and I saw the Reddit app, so I wanted to see his profile so I could stalk him. I found his real account and I found a couple other accounts too. He was sending me the messages and downvoting everything I'd post. I feel so horrified. I've gone to him so many times crying about these messages, especially the ones saying they knew my personal info and telling me they vomited after seeing my photos. He'd comfort me and all that. I feel so scared. I don't know what to do. And Alex, if you find this, I hate you. Yesterday, my 33M wife's 34F best friend, female, contacted me and told me that her husband and my wife were having an affair and my 3-year-old daughter is actually his daughter.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Wife and I have been together since high school, married for 10 years. I am really drunk, so pardon me for this gibberish. My wife's best friend Megan and I work for the same company, different departments. So yesterday, she wanted to meet me after work and told me that she had to tell me something. So I met her and she immediately broke down and started crying. I tried to console her and asked if something was wrong, and she told me that my wife and her husband were having an affair. According to her, this affair has been going on for years, and she also told me that her husband was my daughter's biological father. She confronted her husband and he didn't deny anything. And when I confronted my wife, she tried to deny everything, but when I told her that Megan told me about it, she broke down and started crying. I really don't know what to do. I mean, everything was a lie, right? My little girl Taylor is not mine and my wife blatantly faked everything for years. What do I live for now? I just don't know what to do. Just here for some advice. I'm sorry if this felt like a rant.
Are you mad, bro? Tell me what you're mad for.
(31M), husband cheated on. (27F), me with his fit and skinny gym friend.
You are fake news.
I came home from work early. I am an OB nurse, so my hours are pretty unpredictable, and found female sneakers in the garage that weren't mine. At that point, I sort of already knew what I'd be walking into. My husband has recently become very fit and has been consistently going to the gym, during which he made a female friend who he even brought home for dinner last week. She's beautiful and thin and everything I am not, which instantly made me feel horrible. So, I talked to him about it. He encouraged me to build my confidence and reassured me he loved me and would always be loyal to me. I walked into the laundry room from the garage and sort of tiptoed around the house before going upstairs. They were having sex in our bed, with a framed picture from our wedding above the nightstand next to it. I silently left the room and got back in my car with tears streaming down my face and drove to get food and just sat in my car crying since. It's now almost 1 a.m. Walked in on them at 7 p.m. and I've returned to the hospital. He called me asking why I wasn't home and I told him my shift is extended, but in reality, I'm laying in one of the on-call rooms bawling my eyes out as I type this. I feel so worthless and ugly and stupid. I don't even know how to proceed. On one hand, I want to divorce him and never see him again, but on the other hand, I'm an ugly woman. It's not like I can do better. I just want to die. I feel so gross and the self-loathing is getting too much right now. Advice, please?
Are you mad, bro? Tell me what you're mad for.